I thought I'd start a series playing Minsitthar against every single one of his counters, but apparently you guys had other plans, huh? Let's talk about that last video. I played against Argus in about 3 matches, and according to the experts in the comments, every single Argus user was terrible. Look, I would have posted those games even if I had lost. But in case some of you missed the memo, I'm here to entertain, not to help you reach immortal 1,000 stars. Honestly, I tried to ignore it, but there are just too many comments to overlook. In almost every video, I see people claiming I play against bots. So yeah, this video is for them. Prepare yourselves because this is about the struggle I face in almost every match, the stuff I usually try not to show you guys.
Hey, yo, what the?
But starting today, I'm posting everything. The struggles, the bad matchups, everything. And hey, if you guys actually want more explanations and helpful tips, just tell me, okay? I can try to do that instead of just focusing on the fun and entertainment. And yeah, this one's gonna be a long one because I'm cutting as little as possible. So make sure to watch till the end and then you can judge me later, roast me or whatever you want. I'll be right here reading every single comment. Now look at this. They just casually walked in, picked up our purple buff like it was a free sample in a mall, and my teammates, they're out here acting like this. It's okay, it'll spawn again. But okay, sometimes it happens. It's all about the recovery, right? But listen, you cannot play at your best when you've got 1 or 2 full-time pigeon heads in your team while the opponent has actual players with working brains. That's when MLBB magically transforms from a 5 versus 5 to a 1 versus 9 survival horror game. And this match, oh, this one is the perfect example of that species of gameplay. Trust me when I say this, these types of games are so common for me that at this point I'm considering applying for humanitarian aid. So sit back, enjoy, and witness how I try to solo carry the entire population of I don't care about purple buff players. Now just keep watching how many times I took his flicker, but this Marty, he's so obsessed with gold lane that he didn't even do a single rotation to my lane in the early game, when I was the one actually winning the lane. And here's where I messed up, the thing I do way too often. I tried to take this Badang down all by myself. Unlucky me, his teammates arrived right on cue. I already knew how that story ends, but once I casted my ult, it was too late. So now turtle's up, I don't have my ultimate. Saw their mage and roamer coming to my lane, but I did it anyway, maybe because of the frustration. But don't worry, I gathered my shit together after that. I mean, after this. I don't know what they're saying, but I can definitely feel their frustration through the screen. Anyways, this is the crucial part right here. Now you've got an idea of how skilled they actually are, right? So I've got to play it cool. I'm already 0 for 2, they've got the lead, and they're ahead in kills. So yeah, they're not bots, that's for sure. And hey, this one is so important. Trust me guys, sometimes I even get bronze, you know? Yeah, you heard me. I get that sometimes, not so often, but when it really reaches the peak of that dark system type shit. But silver is pretty common. I'm telling you this because I want you to know I'm a human being, you know? And that's a great example right there.
Feel the eternal fury of soul.
Superb control.
And I took his flicker once again, hoping someone would come to my lane to take advantage of that, but instead this Martis just kept on complaining.
And steal your resolve.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Now look what happens here. That Lunox was right there and Martis tried to kill Badang instead. I mean, at least you could have taken her ultimate so I could use my own without wasting it. But don't worry, I managed to clap her afterwards.
I am Soul Invictus, the unconquered sun. Edge for my people to suffer.
And here I thought I'd get that Lunox, but instead Badang got trapped and this Martis man, he just can't help it but fight non-stop. And then our mage did a great job here taking his buff, like don't do that, boys. Even if your jungler is playing bad, just don't do it. It's really not necessary. And I really didn't expect that Lunox to come here again, you know? That really took me off guard. That's how good this Lunox was in this game. And also, maybe because she wasn't a bot, right? Now look at my score. I was at the point where I was thinking, is it even possible to make a comeback after this? And trust me, this is the part where the real game begins. Keep watching.
Double kill. Perfecting. Enemy gone.
Let the might.
And yeah, I tried to make a sneaky move by cutting the lane here, but I knew someone was coming because the enemies went missing, so I quickly tried to recall.
The battle.
That could have been a disaster, but thankfully my plan worked. Maybe you'll think that wasn't necessary, but that really helps a lot sometimes, when you're in constant push by the enemies and you want to ease the pressure a bit. But that's risky too, you know. You have to do that with very well calculation. Now here's the actual problem. When someone pushes a lane, like Badang did, someone from our team has to go clear it. But the moment they leave to clear that lane, Badang is already gone and heading back to his team. And if I go to clear the wave, then what happens? My team becomes 4 players. And if Badang and his 4 teammates decide to fight right then, it becomes a 4 versus 5, which puts my team at a clear disadvantage because I'm missing. Right, so that exact moment becomes a decision point. You have to decide. If you don't go to clear and instead rotate with your team, will the gank actually work? If yes, stay with the team. If no, go clear the lane. Now here comes the most important part. The part 80% of players mess up completely. If you go to clear the lane, your team has one job. Ignore team fights because they don't know if the enemy who pushed the lane is still waiting there, hiding, or already rotating to join their team. And if he does rotate and a fight breaks out, your team must play defensive because they're already 1 member short since you're busy clearing the way. This one decision literally decides whether the fight becomes a clean win or a dumb 4 versus 5 throw. And if you'd noticed, I was actually going to clear the minions, but our mage went for it, so I decided to stay. And my team had one fucking job. Play defensively. Just hold the line until our lane is cleared. And if you still want to take the fight anyway, you can't just blindly run in like my team did there. That's exactly why they got wiped out. So yeah, I hope you really understood that theory. And if you didn't, just go back and listen to it again, carefully. And this Clint had no idea I was in that bush. Trust me, he ain't a bot. What I did there was simple. The Lord was marching toward our base, so they assumed no one was around to defend the tower. So yeah, that was a great move, right? But guess what? I made a mistake by not going back to my base quickly. That's why I got taken down afterwards. It was already too late to rotate back, you know? My only hope was that my team would help me out, which they definitely could have done. But it is what it is. Even with skill issues, they're trying to, so no offense. And guess what I did again on a crucial moment like this? And after I cast my ult on Natalia, our tank really thought it was the perfect time to use his ultimate on the Natalia I couldn't finish. Great job, Pigeonhead. Anyways, lads, drop your comments if I should continue the series about Minsithar's counters and tell me what you guys really want. Should I be more detailed with tips and tricks like I was in this one, or should I focus more on the entertainment part? Just let me know, because I'm genuinely confused. I mean, I can't give you deep knowledge if what you actually want is entertainment. That's obvious, isn't it?
Ready your spears and steal your resolve.
The cold nights just don't feel the same.
I am Soul Invictus, the unconquered sun.
Initiate retreat. Okay. Battle spell in cooldown. Initiate retreat.
Strike with conviction.
Inhibitor turret under attack.
Yeah, I totally didn't expected that Lunox to flicker out, you know. But we defended the Lord somehow. And look at this Clint trying to push the top lane. But what he doesn't know is that I already know he has no flicker to escape the situation he's about to be in. Now here's a free advice, lads. Don't stay too deep inside the enemy's territory. If it's a Flying Cloud match, enemies can give you a very good surprise and you're not gonna like it.
Fit for a god. Bow before your king.
Double kill. Request that understood.
For the stars, 'cause we're aiming high.
Shut down.
After killing that bot, I tried to clear the minion wave and then look what happened next.
Request backup understood.
Prepare to be forgotten.
Then I cleared the minion wave, what I was doing for the rest of this game, and we went for the Lord.
Feel the eternal fury of Sun Legion! Your defeat.
Ally has slain Lord.
I've been feeling down.
Defeat. Shut. Fit for a god. And steal your resolve. To me, my champion!
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And because of that, I was only able to kill that Clint when I could have finished them both. He had just one job, that to save his shits for something else. Not even his first skill was needed there. He could have used it on Lunox, so she had no option but to burn her ultimate. Then I could have flickered in and clapped her off, you know?
Understood.
Wrap the sword!
Yep, that was unfortunate, but look at what our Beatrix does here. He could have taken down that tower ages ago, but I have no idea what he was thinking. Anyways, they went for another Lord and we didn't have our jungler, so we decided to let it go.
The sun is forever at our backs. The spear of soul always, the unconquered sun.
Backup. Attack enemy lord. Attack enemy lord.
Now, let me tell you one thing. By now, I already knew that Clint had bought Wind of Nature, but I went for him anyway because it would make no sense to use my ult on Lunox, right? And look at this Beatrix.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
So yeah, I lost against some bots. What a shame, right? Anyways, did you enjoy watching me suffer like this? And comment down below if you want more content like this one or like the previous ones. I'll be looking forward to your comments. Till then, keep pushing and stay safe.
Holy Jesus.